Okay, and we're back. I was actually looking at this puzzle a little bit while because I was kind of flustered with how like I couldn't even get close to even solving this. And I reread the rules, and the thing is I didn't realize something, and that was how important the last sentence is. The digit on an arrow shows the number of different regions in indicated direction, excluding the region containing the arrow. So that actually limits things a lot on what things can be, right? So this 2 means that these both have to be 2. And this cannot be part of the same region as this arrow, nor can this. So this region always has to go up or down. There has to be a region boundary here. But here this can never be 3, right? Because this is always 1 or 2. Therefore, that's 1 or 2. This is 1 or 2. This could actually be part of this region because it doesn't include that one, right? So we actually don't know if this is a 2-cell region here. But we know this is specifically blocked by this, right? Um, right, so this is a 1-2-1-2 pair now, which eliminates 1 and 2 from the rest of the box. And the thing is, yeah, that's a very important rule, excluding the region containing the arrow. I didn't really think through about what that meant. But yeah, it's like, oh, well, of course it excludes the region with the arrow. But I was thinking of the cell with the arrow instead of the region with the arrow, which is actually a very big difference. I wish it had basically emphasized like the excluding the region, like highlighted the region instead of like containing the arrow, because it was. I think it's a typical. It's actually a fairly common mistake to basically say, oh, excluding the cell with the region in it, right? It's the cell containing the arrow with it, instead of like, oh, excluding the region specifically, right? Because yeah. Anyways, I need to do a better job of reading things closely. Um, so this has to be 1 or 2, and this is 1 or 2, right? Because this can't go that way, so one of them goes this way. Um, Even if this is 1, it's not guaranteed that it's all the same thing, right? We know this is different than this color, so this one we can know is a different color here. But it could be part of the same color here. So this is already 2. We know there's a boundary here somewhere. So what does that mean? We know these two are different. If this is gray, one of these two has to be set. We still have the same information about these, that you can't go past a certain point. Hmm. This doesn't count its own region. If this is part of this region, so this is, well, it could be 3 regions actually. Um, this could actually be. This could no, it can't be 6, because again, this is only 1 here. So either this is the same region as that, or it's the same region as that. So this actually does have to be either the medium gray or the dark gray, because this only points to one region excluding its own region. So there cannot be a different region coming this way. Um, and this can't be 5, because we have run into the same problem, I think. Right? You have 1, 2, 3, and this is either 4 Or this is 4. Let's put it back because we don't actually know. Well, actually we do know. If it's 5, this would have to be like a part of a region. This would have to be part of a region. This would be part of a region. Yeah, this would be problematic here. Right? Because this... I guess this one doesn't have to go that way. It could go here. Right? But then this has to exit out somehow. This could be gray this way, but the problem is this forces 3, and this would still have to continue that way. I guess it could continue here. But then this would have essentially a problem of how does it exit out? Can't, right? So yeah, this can't be 5 then. Because this one does have to go this way because it cannot be the same region as this one, because otherwise it doesn't count toward the 5. Then this one has to go out 3, this one has to go out 2. And again, if we tried going this way, then this would form one region, this would form one region, and this would be problematic. So it cannot go this way here. If we tried going this way, this would form 2 regions if it actually extend. I guess it could go like that, but then this would form another region, which is not allowed. So yeah, it cannot be 5. So that's still in place, and this 7 probably is in place too. So we already have 2 regions here. What's interesting is this dark, if this dark, So say this dark region went out here. The problem is this region would have to extend here, and this would only count as 1, and this would only count as 1. So this one cannot specifically go this way, if it were the case, because it has to, it can't extend out here, because that would make 0 regions, which are not the same region. So it would have to go that way, but then this one would have to extend that way, which is makes that 1 region also. So this one actually cannot go this way. It could extend to here, but it has to go this way. And therefore this is 1. And this is 2. This has to extend this way because it cannot be part of that. And if it goes this way, if it tried to extend that way, this would not be counted as 2 regions because these would have to be the same region. So this one cannot be dark then. This one has to be light, and then this has to continue that way. So this is a boundary here. This is a boundary here. Let's color in all the boundaries in general. These 2 obviously have to be boundaries. This is a different region, but it could be part of the dark. This can't be part of that boundary because it can't be part of that region. Therefore, this must go here, which means you have 3 and 4. This could be part of 2, so that's fine there. This does have 2 regions, and these are separate. So that's a separate region. It could be part of this region. This either needs to go here or here. So we have 2 regions here. This could be a third. But the problem is 1 and 2 cannot be any of these. This could be 1 though. But this is 3 through 9. This is, I guess, could be 2 through 9. And this could be 1 with 3 through 9. Okay, that's not helpful right now. So let's just not do that. So this is 5 here. Uh, hmm. What does that mean here? Hmm. Okay, so this is set, this is set, this is set, this is set. Oh, this cannot be dark, because if it's dark, that wouldn't count as 2 in a region. So this has to be a separate region. I'm going to make that pink, therefore it must go here, which means this has to go here, which means we only have 2 regions right now, so this has to be the third, and it has to be a different region, and it cannot be part of this region. It cannot be part of pink. It has to be its own separate region because this has to extend out here. This pink then has to go this way, which means this dark has to go this way. This has to be the same region as itself. So this is only 1, and then it cannot extend this way, because again, that would force it to be 0 as a region, if that's the case. So then this one has to go here, which means this one has to go here, which means this one has to go extend further, right? Has to extend to here. So this is 3 also, and this cannot be part of this same region. So this is blocked. This has to extend out somewhere. 1 cannot be here. This is 1, so this must go out this way. But this is a separate region. So this has to go here, which means this one must extend here. It's also 3, because it sees 3 regions which are not including its own. So none of these are 3. This can't be 1. Not 3. This can't be 1. This can't be 3. No 3 here, no 3 here. This could be part of the gray region. That's fine. So this is pointing to 1 region here, not including its own. This is pointing to 3 regions, not including its own. This is pointing to 2 regions, not including its own. This is pointing to 2 regions, not including its own. This is pointing to 1 region, including its own. This is pointing to 3 regions, not including its own, so it cannot be pink. The problem here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It needs a 1, I guess. This can't be 3. Oh, well, okay, that can't be 3 either. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it cannot go this way. It could go here as a 1. That's fine. This can't be 3 either. There's no 3 here. There's no 3 here. If this is a separate region than orange, that's going to be interesting. That means this one has to go out too, which means it would have to go this way or this way. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay, this cannot go this way, so this one has to go this way because this is only 1, and you would have a repeat in that region. So it cannot go that way. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This pink then has to go this way, which means this dark does have to go this way, and it cannot close off the orange. Therefore, it would go this way and closes that completely. So that's a 9. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where is a possibility for 2 in this region? It has to be here. So this is a 2. 1 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here. This can't be 1, so this has to be a 1 here. This has to be part of the same region then, and it has to escape, so it has to go this way. This is already 2 distinctly different regions, but it could technically, well, okay, if it goes that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it could actually do something like that. So it has to be 2 at most. Okay, so this cannot be part of that region. This cannot be part of the green. So we're going to make it can't be part of the light because this is its own separate region. Because otherwise, if it were part of the same region, then this would be 0, essentially. This can't be 3. So 3 is one of these two. We're not sure which. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could extend to here. This can't be 1 or 2, which means this can't be 3, this can't be 4, this can't be 5, because this is at minimum 3. Okay, so we got 2 here. This is satisfied. So let's just mark the ones that we know as, well, This is satisfied, 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 this is not yet. This is satisfied. Okay, where else can this go? So this could actually go something like this. And then the pink will be, this would then be 1. Oh, okay, so this cannot be orange. If this is orange, then this would be a 1, and that would be a 1, which is not allowed. So this cannot be orange, therefore this is always going to be 2 then. So this is 2, which means this can't be 2. This is 4 or 5. Well, we have 1, this is 2, 3, 4. It has to be 4 then. So this is 4, and these are all different regions. That's interesting. This can't be 4, which means that can't be 5. This is likely the purple, and this is likely the gray, but we don't know for certain. This cannot be orange. The red does have to go this way. So since the red goes that way, this has to be light, this has to be green. The green can only go around here to extend. The light can only go here to extend. The red has to go extend here, which means, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is exactly 9. Therefore, yeah, this can't be red, so it has to be this completely separate region. This is a region, this is a region, the gray has to continue, the green has to continue, so these are separate regions. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so this has to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that has to extend there. The red has to extend, and it's not part of this region because we already have 1 here. So this has to extend this way, which means this extends this way, this extends this way. This is already 9 now, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this has to be 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this has to be 9. Because this one cannot go this way. This cannot go this way, because then it would not count it towards the regions, and we know there's 4 of them. So this has to extend that way. And this is 9 also. So these two are both 9. So this is 9, which is the complete set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. This has to be a separate region. It could be part of pink or some other region then. This can't be 4. This can never be part of pink because this is these 2 regions. So this exit, so it has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This cannot be part of red again, so therefore this is part of pink. And this cannot be part of pink because it's its own separate region, so this actually has to be a separate region. So 1, 2, 3, and it cannot again be part of the 2 because the 2 would have 2 2s in that region. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this has to continue to here, 9. So this is the full region here. This cannot be cannot close off this way. So this red has to continue here. This is now yellow. Same here. This yellow has to get out somehow, so it has to go here. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we try closing this off, that would only have 2 digits. That's possible. So 2 cells which would only be part of the red, and the others would not be part of a region, so that's not allowed. So this cannot go this way. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, it can't close off this way because then that's 2 cells that would not have a region. So this one has to continue here. This has to be part of, well, it doesn't have to be part of yellow. It could be part of blue. We actually don't know. So this region's done. We know none of these can be 2. This can't be 2. This can't be 2. Therefore, and 2 cannot be here either. So one of 2 has to be either here, one of these 3, or one of these 3. And we know this is, so otherwise the 2s are all taken, right? So 2 cannot be here, 2 cannot be here, 2 cannot be here. 2 could be one of these 2, 2 cannot be here, 2 could be one of these 2. Therefore, this has to include a 2. And therefore, because we need 3 2s for these regions, and right now it has to be these 3 rows. So this row is all red, so this cannot be red. Therefore, one of these 2 is a 2, and one of these 2 is a 2 for this light region and the green region. Therefore, these cannot be 2, and this has to be a 2, which means this can't be 2. Where's the last 2 now? So this can't be 2 here. Oh, this can't be one long region here. So if this were blue as one long region, this would count as 0. So that's not allowed. So this has to be yellow then. So this is yellow. And we need a 2. And none of these can be 2 here. So we have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Right, so this has to be the remaining 2. So this is a 2. We have how many regions now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full regions. Well, that means we have to have a 1 here, right? Because this cannot be 3 because it already includes the yellow, and the yellow is not included in this count. And it could be at most 2, but it can't be 2 because that has to be a 2. So this has to be 1. And it must see either orange, or all blue. Well, if this is all orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It cannot be all orange. So this actually has to be all blue. And this cannot extend further. This is 7 already than here. So all 3 of these are blue. This blue needs a 2. So this has to be blue. That's the only blue available to it. It needs a 1 also. Okay, so 1 has to be... Where are the 1s? 1, okay. So 1 cannot be here, and 1 cannot be here for this light region. So this has to be a 1. This 1 cannot be here. These 3 can't be here, can't be here, here. It can't be here. And this can't be 1 because it sees more than one region. So this has to be a 1, which means this can't be 1. This can't be then 3, 4, 5 because it has to be greater than this. This can't be 5 or 6 because it has to be greater than that. This can't be 6 or 7, so it's 8 or 9 here. One of these is a 2. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4 regions already, so this cannot be 2. Therefore, this must be a 2 here, which means this can't be 2, which makes that a 2. So we have all the 2s. Now the 1s. We need a 1 for pink. So 1 for pink could be either here. It cannot be any of these because of the ones already in the rows, columns, or rows. So therefore, this must be a 1. The last one then, where does it have to be? It has to be here, and it has to be blue because that's the only one that can be there. Yellow can be either these 2 or these 2, right? This is the last one possible. Yeah. And it has to be blue. So yellow's either here and here, or it's here and here. So either way, this is yellow. And both of these could be yellow or blue. We're not sure which. This is blue or orange. This has to be blue because it would cut off if it were orange. This could be blue or orange. This doesn't have to be blue necessarily. It could be blue or orange. Any of these are blue or orange. Okay, how many regions does this see then? Okay, this sees, well, it has to see orange here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this will see 6. This sees 1 blue, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7 regions. So this cannot be 7 here, which means this can't be 6. So this is satisfied. This arrow is satisfied. This sees 1, 2, 3 regions because it has to see both blue and orange and pink. This must contain 3, 4, and 9 because 5, 6, 7, 8 is here. So we know 3, 4, and 9 have to be here, which means this can't be 4 or 9. This can't be 4 or 9, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8. And this can't be 4 or 9, so it's 5, 6, 7, or 8. Because we need a 3, 4, and 9 in the pink, and they have to be all in these rows. This can't be 1, 2, or 7. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, or 9. This has to be 5 through 9. This is 5 through 9. This cannot be 3 anywhere here, so this one has to be a 3 here. Because where's the 3 otherwise? Can't be any of those. This is a 6, which means none of these can be 6. So this has to be 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and therefore one of these is a 4, so this can't be 4. We need a 3 here, and it has to be one of these 5 cells. This is what? 5, 6, 8, 9. This is 5, 6, 8, 9. This is 5, 6, 8, 9. This has to be 5, 6, 8, 7, 8, 9. So, one of these two is a 3, right? Because none of these can be a 3. This has to be a 1. This has to be a 2. This can't be a 3. So one of these two is a 3, which means this cannot be a 3. Which means none of these can be 3. This can't be 3, so one of these has to be a 3. We have a 3 here. We have a 3 here. We also have a 3 being one of those. Because this can't be 3. So we have a 3 here, a 3 here, a 3 here, and a 3 one of those two. Therefore, we need... This can't be 3 anymore, which means this can't be 4. This can't be 5, that can't be 6. This can't be 6, so therefore this is 5, which makes that a 4. This can't be 6, so this is 7 or 8, which means this is 8 or 9. This can't be 5 or 4. This can't be a 3, because one of these 2 is a 3, one of these 4 is a 3, one of these 3 is a 3, and one of these 4 is a 3. So that's 4 3s in rows 2 through 5, which means this can't be a 3. One of these has to be a 3 here. So this is what? 3, 6, 8, 9. This is 3, 6, 8, 9. This could be a lot of things. This can't be 6 or 5. This can't be 5 or 6. We have a 7, 8, 7, 8 pair in row 7, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 7 or 8. This has to be 4 or 9. This can't be 4. So this is 5 through 9. This is 5 through 9. Therefore, in column 5, where's the 4? It has to be one of these 3 cells, which means the rest of the region cannot contain a 4. So this can't be 4. One of these 3 has to be a 4. Therefore, this can't be, or sorry, one of these 4 cells have to be a 4, so this can't be a 4. This could be a 4 anyways. This is 5 through 9. This is 5 through 9. Okay, so I think all the arrows are done, right? This sees 3, which are not its own region. This sees 1, which is not its own region. This sees 2, which is not its own region. This sees 1, which is not its own region. This sees 2. This sees 1. This sees 3. This sees 2. And it's 2 either way. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's done. This sees 4. That's not its own. This sees 3, pink, blue, and orange. This sees 6, white, red, yellow with pink, blue, and orange. This sees 1, which is just blue. So yeah, all the arrows are done, essentially. So it's just figuring out where each... this can't be 4, 5, or 7. It's basically figuring out where each region can be a certain digit. So this could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, or 9. 7, 8, or 9. Actually, all of them. This can't be 3, so this is 4 through 9. Um... Hmm. Okay, so if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it can, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we try to avoid this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the problem is that this gets cut off from everything else. So that's not allowed. So this has to be orange, which means this can't be 7. This has to be 8, which forces this to be 9. That's a 7 and is a blue. This is an 8, which means this can't be 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This can't be 8 or 9. So this is 5 or 6. We now have a 5, 6, 5, 6 pair in row 6, which eliminates 5 and 6 from the rest of the row. This can't be 5 or 6. We now have an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair in column 3, which eliminates 8 and 9 from the rest of the column. This can't be 9. This is 4, which makes this a 9. So these have to be two separate regions then. This can't be 9. None of these could be 9. This can't be 8 or 9 because of the 8, 9 pair and its a region. For the remaining digits are 5, 6, 7. This can't be 8 or 9 because of the 8, 9 pair in its column. Therefore, for this yellow, where's the 9? It has to be one of these two. Right? Because none of these can be 9. This because of that 9. This because one of these 4 have to be 9. Therefore, the 9 cannot be in the rest of the region, or the rest of the row. This cannot be 8 or 9. This can't be 8 or 9. This is 9, which means none of these can be 9. None of these can be 9. Where's the 9 in this dark region? It has to be one of these two, which means this can't be 9. This is now a 6. This can't be 6, and none of these can be 6. This can't be 6. That forces this to be 7, which makes that 8, which makes that 9, which makes that 8, which makes that 9. This can no longer be 8. These can't be 8. This can't be 8. This can't be 9. The remaining digits here are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. This can't be 7. This can't be 7. These can't be 6. This can't be 7 or 8. This can't be 9. This has to be 3, 4, 5. The rest of these could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these can't be 9 anymore. So where is the 9 in column 4? It has to be here. So this is a 9. This then cannot be 9. This can't be 9. This has to be greater. This has to be less than this. So this can't be 9 or 8 anymore. This can't be 4. Where's the 9 in column 5 now? Can't be here, can't be any of these, can't be in the gray, the medium gray area because we already have a 9, so it has to be here. So this is a 9, which means this cannot be a 9. We kind of actually already knew that, I guess, because one of these had to be a 9. Hmm. So the 9 has to be one of those two. The 9 here has to be one of these two, right? Because this can't be 9 because of the thermometer, and this can't be 9, period. None of these could be 9 because of these two 9s. Therefore, this is a 9, and one of these two is a 9, which eliminates 9 in the rest of those rows, which means this can't be 9. Whereas the 9 in this pink area, it can only be here. So this is a 9 then. And we have all the 9s now. This is yellow. This blue has a 7, so therefore this can't be a 7. This is only blue or orange, so it cannot be a 7. None of these can be 7. So where is the 7 in row 9? This can't be 7 because of it's a blue, and we already have a 7. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, not a 7. None of these could be 7, so one of these two has to be a 7, which means this can't be a 7. Where is the 7 then in column 4? It has to be one of those two cells, which eliminates 7 from the rest of the region. Okay. We know this yellow has a 7 in one of these two spaces, and this is blue or yellow. Blue can't have a 7, yellow can't have a 7, therefore this can't be 7. We now have a 5, 6, 8 triplet in row 8, which eliminates 5, 6, and 8 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 5 or 6, this has to be a 7, which means this cannot be 7. Whereas a 7 in the green region, it has to be one of these 4 cells, which means this cannot be a 7. Therefore, this must be a 7. This has to be 5 and 6. Okay. We know one of these cells is 4, and it's a blue. So this cannot be a blue. This has to be red. Or sorry, not orange, red, orange. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need a 3 for this orange space. Well, the only 3 available is here. Because it cannot be either of these, because again, this sees one region. So if orange went down here, that would see 2 regions. Therefore, this must be an orange, which makes this an orange. Therefore, these can't be orange. These have to be both blue. So we have all the orange region set. And now we need to figure out the blue with the yellow. That's the only one left. Anyways, we have all of these. One of these is a 4. So therefore, that's why we knew that was orange. The remaining digits here are 3, 4, 5, 6, or 8. Where's the 7? The 7 has to be one of these. The 7 in this gray area has to be one of these two cells. Which means we have a 7 in one of those two cells and a 7 in one of those two cells, which is in row 1s and 2. So therefore, the rest of row 1 and 2 cannot contain a 7. So these cannot be 7 here. So there must be a 7 in one of those two cells. There's also a 7 in one. This can't be a 7 because one of these two cells must be a 7. So one of these two cells must be a 7. That's fine. Okay. Okay, we know there's a 4 in one of these two cells. There's also a 4 in one of these 4 cells, but that means there's a 4 in columns 7 or 8, and there's another 4 in columns 7 or 8, so this cannot be a 4. We kind of already knew that from this, though. Okay, what else do we know? Uh, hmm. Where is the 4 in row 1? It can only be here. So this is a 4, which means this can't be 4. This can't be 4, which means this can't be 5. Um, okay. Now we have to differentiate somehow. This is, oh, we have a 5, 7, 8 triplet in the green region. So that eliminates 5, 7, and 8 from the rest of the region. Therefore, this must be a 9. Which means this cannot be 9, which means this has to be a 9. I think that's all the 9s now. Yeah. 2s are all done also. 3s are not close to done. 1s are all done. 4s are not close to done. 5s are not. 6s are not. 8s are not close to done. Okay, so this, whatever this is the same as this one, right? Because it cannot be any of these, can't be a 3, so it has to be the same as that. It cannot be here, and it can't be here. Oh, so where does this... This can't be 8, so this has to be a 5 then, right? Because this A, where is it in the light region? It has to be here specifically, and that can't be 8. So this can only be 5. Which makes this 7, that makes that 8. That's a 5 then. None of these could be 5. That can't be a 5, which forces this to be a 5. So this is 5, this has to be 7, this is 6. So none of these are 6. These can't be 5 anymore. This can't be a 5, and this can't be a 5, and these can't be 5s. Which means one of these two has to be a 5. We have a 6, 7, 6, 7 pair in the gray region, which means this can't be a 6. So therefore this is 8. This can't be 6 or 8. We now have a 3, 4, 5 triplet in column 5, which eliminates 3, 4, 5 in the rest of the column. So this is a 6, this is an 8, this is a 5. This can't be 8, so this must be a 6. Since this is a 6, it cannot be yellow, because yellow already has a 6. So this has to be blue, which means this can't be blue. This is a yellow. So these cannot be 6. And we now have all the regions set. This can't be 6 here or here. This is a 6, 7 pair here. Therefore, this cannot be 6 here in the rest of the column. This has to be a 5. This can't be 5 or 6. These can't be 5 because we have a 5, so this becomes a 4. That makes this a 3, which makes that a 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. These can't be 3. We have a 3, 4, 3, 4 pair, in row 2, which eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the row. This can't be 4. This can't be 3, so it's 8. The only remaining place for a 3 is here now. And these have to be specifically 6 and 7. This can't be 3. This can't be 8, so this is 6, which makes that a 7, which makes that a 6. Neither of these can be 6. This can't be 8, so this is a 4, which makes this an 8. This 4 makes this a 3, which makes that a 4, which makes that a 3. This can't be 3 or 4, so this is 5, which makes that a 4. This 5 makes this a 6, which makes that a 5. This 7 makes this a 6, which makes that a 7. This can't be 4, so this is 8. This is 3, and this must be a 4. Because then we celebrate, because we know we're done. Ooh. Yeah. Bad mistake on my part for not really understanding what this rule was. The excluding the region containing the arrow. I was stuck, hard stuck there. And I was like, what? How do you actually get through this? Because like I was just like, I can't see any other way. But then once you found out you cannot include the region when counting that the arrow is in, when counting the regions, that makes things a lot easier. Anyways, I would have preferred exclusive highlighting of this region. I don't think it makes sense to trick solvers in the sense that it's like, oh, well, this is something that, could be. I don't think it was meant to be tricked, but it's not clear either. So I think a clearer explanation or a clearer highlighting of excluding the region containing the arrow, because I read that essentially as excluding the cell including the arrow, and I'm like, well, of course it excludes the cell, but just didn't register to me that this rule essentially was a certain way. Maybe I'm just not good at it. Maybe I just don't read things well. My reading comprehension isn't the best either. But more clarity on this would have been nice. It was very cool, though. It was a very cool rule set once I actually understood it. When I didn't understand it, it was very hard. I was like, I don't understand this. But then once I understood the rule set, it was like, ah, okay, that makes sense. Because it didn't restrict it otherwise. And that made things a lot harder without those restrictions, right? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.